Hey guys, so welcome to another weekly vlog. We are at Target about to get some groceries because we literally have nothing to eat at home. Say welcome to a weekly vlog. So first stop is Starbucks. What are you getting? Are you getting a croissant? He just asked for one, but I get him a croissant every time we come to Starbucks. Well, yeah, Starbucks or Target. Okay, so we are now leaving Target. So one day everything in my house is going to be homemade. So I was watching a TikTok yesterday and this girl moved to the UK and she was saying one of the biggest things she had to get used to was the fact that, like, here in America we go grocery shopping in bulk. She said you can't do that there. Like, you only need to get about 2 or 3 days worth of groceries because it goes bad. So she was saying it was some bread that she bought. The bread was only like 2 or 3 days old and it was already starting to mold. Versus, we can have our bread in the pantry for probably a few weeks before it molds. But that's because their stuff doesn't have preservatives and our stuff does. So I've been eating salmon burgers and I was going to get some bread to make a salmon burger. But after that, I was like, I don't want to buy bread anymore. So I got the bright idea while we were in Target to buy things to make bread. So now I'm about to start making my own bread. Wish me luck. And I got some Health Aid kombucha. I want to be a kombucha girl. I want to start drinking these. People tell me about them all the time. My mom drinks them. I just have not crossed over to them. But I'm gonna try the mint limeade because I like mint and lemonades and stuff like that. And let me see how I like it. Okay, so I just tried it. It's pretty good. I think this would be a good alternative because I get nauseated very easily. So we keep like Sprites in the house because I don't really drink any other sodas. But in addition to just like drinking this regularly, I think I will also switch to this like when I need that carbonation whenever I get like nauseated. Okay, so I just finished editing last week's vlog. So before I start cooking and trying to make bread today, I'm gonna take my son to the park because your shoes, not my shoes. Put my boxes down. Go get your shoes. He needs to run off some energy so that me and him don't fight because he is everywhere. But I'm gonna take him to the park and then I'm gonna start on dinner. He likes to play runaway. I'm running away. You can't catch me. I'm running away. Okay, y'all, so I'm about to start making my spaghetti and attempting to make some bread. I bought hibachi last night because we literally had nothing in here to eat, hence why we went grocery shopping this morning. So I'm gonna eat on this while I cook. I probably won't eat any spaghetti since I'm eating this. I'll probably just have spaghetti for, like, take that as my lunch tomorrow. So y'all, I love anything truffle. I love truffle. This right here, this marinara sauce, this. Making some spaghetti with this, delicious. Expensive compared to other brands, but it's delicious. Amari, really? Okay, y'all, so my spaghetti is done, and now I'm about to attempt to make bread. So I have my parchment paper, I have my butter that I was supposed to let get room temperature. I got me some rapid instant yeast. I got that little slicer thing people use when they make bread. I bought me a fresh this thingy. I have one, but it's like half of this size and it's old and scratched up. And I just bought a new one. I got me some bread flour. I got my mixer, and I have my bowl. I do have like one of those big and not industrial mixers, but the big mixer. But we're not doing all that today. Okay, so I saw a girl on TikTok do it, but then I also found a recipe on Pinterest. So I'm gonna go with the one from Pinterest because the stuff that I got was based off of the Pinterest recipe, and it looked like they used less than what the girl on TikTok had in her recipe. You can help me in a minute. Say hi. So like once I get the hang of this, and I could probably start incorporating, other people's things or just other things in general. But we're gonna keep it nice and safe right now. Come on, I cannot. Okay, my Pinterest boards were not coming up, and I was about to scream. I didn't save it. Okay, found it. Found it. Okay, so for my ingredients, I need my eggs. Hold on, they have 6 eggs. I don't have 6 eggs. Well, maybe I can like half this recipe. I have 5 eggs. Okay. Okay, so what I don't like about this recipe, it doesn't tell you how much. I can't use this recipe. It doesn't even tell me how much. I mean, I know it says a simple recipe, but I mean, that's very simple if you won't even tell me how much of what I need. Okay, so. Okay, to TikTok I go because the lady on TikTok, at least she like gave me measurements. So to TikTok I go. If you've never baked bread before, don't worry. This is the easiest recipe for bread. It's called brioche bread. Okay, I gave the lady on TikTok too much credit. She actually did not put the measurements. Like, what is up with people not putting the measurements? Now I really don't want to make this anymore, but I have to. I'm just a little irritated now because... Okay, I found some help. Okay, so first we're going to do the dry ingredients. 3 cups of bread flour. Okay, so then I need 2.5 tablespoons of sugar. Okay, so this recipe actually calls for white sugar and... Okay, so this recipe calls for white sugar and brown sugar. But the other recipe that I was originally going to do, but I didn't because it didn't have any measurements, it only calls for white sugar. So I'm just going to try it with just the white sugar first because I don't want like overly sweet bread. And then half a teaspoon of kosher salt. So I don't have kosher salt. I only have regular salt and sea salt. I wanted to use sea salt, but I couldn't find it, so just use the regular salt. Okay, so next is 1 pack of instant. Hold on, let me stop right there. You get 2 sticks of if you've never baked bread before. And in here she added a cup of warm water, but I'm gonna use milk. And I should have went with my first mind. So I bought salted butter, and I should have bought unsalted butter. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to mix it because it calls for unsalted butter, but I only have one unsalted. So I'm gonna do a salt. I'm gonna do a salted and unsalted. This is trial and error. Okay, so you need a cup of warm water, but I'm gonna do warm milk. I did see where it said you can do water or milk. I don't do dairy, but since I was making bread, I got whole milk. Again, once I get used to making it, I'll kind of modify it to my liking. Okay, so it says the milk needs to be like 80 to 90 degrees. And, well, milk or water. God, dog it. I just need to stop. I've literally just dropped all of the eggs. I'm glad I saved 2. Okay. I'm getting stressed just from making bread. Okay, so add the 2 eggs to here. Okay, and then she added the yeast. Okay, and then she mixed all of that together. Okay, so now it says to add that to here. And mix all that together. She's mixing it with her hands. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use my mixer. Yeah, sticky. Okay, I'm going to add 1 stick of butter first just because I just took the unsalted butter out of the refrigerator. So I'm going to blend this one first and then I'll add the other one later. Okay, maybe I see why she did it with her hands. Maybe I should do it with my hands. I put this in the microwave at 5 seconds at a time to get it soft because I need to go ahead and make this bread. And I don't have time to wait for that to melt. Well, not melt, but soften. Okay, I put some avocado oil on my hand so this will not stick to my hands. I don't like this one bit. Cover this, and it said put it in the oven for an hour. What? That means I need to transfer this. I can't put it in the oven in this. Okay. Mommy. Mommy. I'm like, Uh-oh, mommy, mommy. Okay, so it's been an hour and about 20 minutes. Honestly, I'm really not sure if this doubled in size, but here we go. I never thought I would be stressed from making bread, but I think between my baby whining and the person having like not a lot of details in the process, it just kind of like stressed me out. Okay, so I laid out some parchment paper and I put some flour on it. While waiting on this, I finished watching her video and I watched another video, so I see the things that I would do differently next time. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna break it up first. Don't tell nobody I make bread. But here's the one. The only thing about making bread, I ain't know you gotta let it rise so many times. I gotta let this sit for like another hour. And then after it sit, then put it in the I don't know. Like, maybe the video will tell me. I have no idea. I don't know if I had to hit them because they were sitting on the counter. I can't tell you. And then here go mom. Mommy drop eggs. Okay, at this point, I just decided to wing it because I'm still like I'm not as frustrated as I was, but like between Pinterest not having the measurements and then the person's video I was following, she didn't have the measurements, and then I dropped the eggs. And see, I decided to do this on a whim. What I should have done was just like watch her video in its entirety before I started, because the flaw with her video was like what she said and what she put in her caption didn't 100% line up, and then a lot of stuff she said was misleading. So for example, after she got all of her dough together, she said to cover it and put it in the microwave or the oven. So I thought like we were about to cook it because she said microwave or oven. But then I thought about it, like I've never made bread before, but I watched quite a few videos of people that make bread, and they always say sit it to the side. So after I finished reading through her, she was like sit it in the oven or the microwave with it turned off. She really could have just said sit it to the side because you don't have to put it in the microwave or the oven. So I was just getting kind of really irritated between trying to follow her video, and then I ended up finding another guy's video that I watched after I let it sit. I'm gonna follow his next time, but I already see now like things I need to do differently the next time I make it. But as you can see, I formed it into little balls. I'm letting it sit again, I think for like an hour. I didn't know you had to do all this sitting when it came to bread. So I'm gonna let it sit for another hour. After it sits, pop it in the oven, and then I will finally have bread. Right now I'm gonna make some egg wash. That's another thing too. So since she said put it in the oven, I thought I was about to cook it in the oven, so I transferred it from one bowl to the other when I could have just kept it in the original bowl. But I have an egg in here, so when I drop the eggs, 2 survived, 1 cracked slightly. I kept the one that cracked slightly because in her video it did say you need to put 2 in there. You need to have 1 for the base later. So I saved this one. I'm about to add some water to it, make me an egg wash, and then when that's done, brush it over top, pop it in the oven, and I'll have bread. Okay, so I just made me a little small plate of spaghetti. While we were in the store, I got me some more Olipops. I've tried almost all of them. I haven't had the vintage cola one. I've had the cherry cola one. I'm gonna see how I like this. Oh, this is real good. I like it better than the cherry cola one. It smells, I mean, it has a vanilla taste to it. Oh, yep, natural vanilla flavor and natural caramel flavor. So that's probably where I'm getting it from. 35 calories and only 2 grams of sugar. This is good. All right, y'all. So tonight has turned into hair day. This is a 3-day twist out. 3-day-old twist out that I have not retwisted because I've been too tired every night to retwist it. And then I washed my baby's hair last night and did not feel like doing his hair. So I'm going to do his hair, and then I am going to retwist my hair. Y'all, I love this brush. I love it. I washed his hair last night and I brushed all through his hair. Like, can y'all see? I just want y'all to see. Like, I don't know if y'all can see that hair that's like up here. That's all the hair that came out. Like minimum shedding. Like, I love this brush. But the one thing I cannot get over, I will never get over, like, it really bothers me that Target sells this for $18. I will never get over that. But get it from Shein, like $3.45. I absolutely love this brush. So this is what we are working with him. But y'all, I'm about to perform magic, do his hair, and then do mine. All right, y'all. So I told y'all I was about to perform magic. Like, it doesn't even look like his hair can do that. Morning, guys. So today I have a 4-hour Zoom class that is stealing the better part of my day. Because one is on my off day too. But just me and my baby at home. So I gotta get him situated so that he won't be in my face while I am on my call. So to occupy his time, we got Coco Melon on the projector. I just gave him his iPad and his snacks. It's open, see? It's open, see? There you go. Okay, mommy has a call. Now, don't be talking about his screen time because he actually only gets his iPads on the weekends and if I have something to do. Like this, if I have something where I need him completely occupied and not in my face, like a work call, he will get his iPad. As far as the snacks, my baby probably takes in less sugar than any other child. That is not an all the time thing. That is literally again, I need you occupied while I am doing something. Okay, I am finally out of my 4.5 hour training, which is taking up the better half of my life today. So no more. We finna go get something to eat. Yeah, we're gonna get something to eat. Yes, like I said, has taken up the better part of my off day. It is almost 4 o'clock. It is almost traffic forming time, but my baby has been in the house a ton lately. So, we're just gonna get out the house, get us something to eat. We're not gonna go too far from the house because I refuse to sit in traffic. So I really don't know where we're going. We're just gonna go somewhere and sit down and eat. There's a pizza place that just opened like 5 minutes from my house. Well, I lied. It takes 5 minutes to get out of my neighborhood. It's maybe like 10 minutes from my house. I'll probably go check them out. I'm gonna pull up the address first before we go. Not the address, but the website, just to get an idea. Just get him out of the house. And I really don't want to go anywhere because it is freezing. Like, it was probably like almost 70 degrees yesterday morning. And like now it's like 40. I know it's crazy. Like, I live in a city that I don't like to do anything in. Like, I live in we live in like a small city, which is only like a few minutes away from bigger cities. But I literally don't do anything in our city but live here. And that's why I want to sell our house, because I don't like driving out here. And it's not a bad city. It's just small and it's just so far away from everything. And I'm not like 100% happy with our house. So I just want to move back into the inner city and like not the outskirts. And like build the house I want. But I say to say, like, I do not eat over here either. Like, there's so many restaurants. And they're not like big restaurants, but I mean there's a lot of eating options. And the only place I do go to is this Mexican restaurant that's pretty much like right outside of our neighborhood. Me and my husband will go there sometimes, but that's it. Like, we've never eaten anywhere else. Like, I will literally drive. Like, there's a Publix, there's a Walmart, there's a Winn-Dixie or Piggly Wiggly. I can't remember which one. I drive past all of those to go to the Publix, like in the next city over, or like the Target, because I just feel like I'm not going anywhere. Like, I wonder if this is like how small town people feel when they like stay where they grew up all their life and everybody at the market or the gas station or whatever knows each other. Like, I feel like I'm not escaping even when I leave my house. So I don't like to do things in the city. I have to leave the city to kind of feel like I've done something. But there's a new pizza place that they put over here that I'm probably going to go to, but I really don't want to go to. But the only reason why I want to go is because it's now after 4. And I thought he was asleep. It's now after 4, and I just don't want to get caught in any traffic if I go out any further. So we'll probably just go there, try it out, and then come back home. Because also, too, if I go anywhere else, I'm just going to spend more money. So we'll probably just try the pizza place. Okay, so I have a friend that lives in this boring city as well. So I called him. Actually, just calling him because we don't work with each other, but we work for the same company. So we're just kind of talking about that a little bit. And so he decided to come meet us up here. So I'm just sitting in the car waiting on him. I was actually going to go in the Dollar Tree while I waited, just to kind of kill some time and look around. But I looked back and saw that my baby was asleep. So I'm going to let him sleep until he gets here, which he really should be here in like 5 minutes. But, okay, so we have not talked about this bread. So I was so exhausted after making the bread, I didn't know what all went into making the bread. So I think I told this story, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna just say it real quick in case I have already said it. But I was watching a TikTok. This girl moved to the UK. She said that she realized that buying groceries there, she only needs to buy them for like 2 to 3 days at a time instead of like a week. She bought some bread. The bread molded within like 2 days. And that's because we have preservatives in our food. They don't have preservatives in their food. So then fast forward the next day, me and my husband went grocery shopping. I've been eating salmon burgers, so I was on the aisle to get me some bread. Then I thought about that video and I was like, I don't want to buy any bread out of the store. I want to start making my own bread so it won't have all of the preservatives and stuff in it. So I actually ended up making bread on a whim. Okay, so because I did not know what it all entailed when it came to making bread, I didn't know this was like a 3-hour process. I didn't know you had to mix everything and then let it rise and then punch the air out and do whatever and then let it rise. And then like it was a lot, you know. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. And then on top of it, like my baby was frustrated and screaming in the background. On top of the fact, like I didn't really have clear instructions. So I was frustrated while trying to make the bread. I ended up knocking over the eggs. Don't know how I knocked over a whole carton of eggs. Just so happened I needed 2 and 2 were saved. But my bread came out delicious. Like that bread was so good. I wanted to make a bun, but I ended up making like biscuits instead. But that was trial and error. I learned while I was learning. So now when I go and make it again, I know what all I need to do. I saw why she used her hand. So it looks like you either need to use your hand or use an actual mixer with the bread attachment, which I have that, but because we're moving, my husband packed it up. And I kept telling my husband, I was like, we still live here, so stop packing all my stuff up, or at least like ask me, am I gonna use it before you pack it up? Like I'm cooking and I'm looking for stuff, and he was like, oh, I'm just packing everything up. We still live here, okay? But yeah, so I feel like the next go around I may actually be able to make like that light fluffy type of brioche bread, like the bun type. But that's my bread experience. But like I said, it was so good. It kind of put me in the mind frame of Cracker Barrel's biscuits. I ate them right out of the oven. Like I didn't even let it cool down. I was like trying to eat it. I put the bread over the butter over the top. I put some syrup on my plate, dipped it in the syrup. I gave some to my baby. He was like, Mommy, more bread, more bread. So the bread turned out great. Bread, I would say 8 out of 10. Experience making the bread like a 3 out of 10. Okay, so we are back from the pizza place, and I checked the mail before I got home. Y'all, I just sat there and ate a whole 10-inch pizza by myself. But it was super light. Like I always get like a garlic oil base if they have it, so that was my base. And then I just added bell peppers and spinach to it, and I don't know, I guess it's like the bread wasn't thick or whatever. Like I ate the whole pizza and I'm not stuffed. That's crazy, but it was really good. But like I said, I just checked the mail before we turned in. Okay, y'all, so these are disposable sheets. Not disposable sheets, but like reusable travel sheets, and they come in like this traveling case. So my last trip, I went to Puerto Rico. I was itching in the bed, like itching. And from then on, I was like, I'm bringing my sheets wherever I go. So I got a king size, just so no matter what size bed I end up in, like at least it'll fit even if it's too big. But yeah, I just got me some sheets to take with me when I travel. And then Tory Burch had a sale. Tory Burch had a sale, and everything was 60% off. It ended this past Monday. So I took this So I took this as an opportunity to get me a new purse. Cause I've been wanting me a purse like this. It's like a shoulder purse, a small, like little shoulder purse. But I got this Tory Burch. It has a strap, but I guess the strap is like in here. It's like really good quality. Has a little pocket back here. I don't feel like taking all the plastic and stuff off of it, but this is my Tory Burch purse. And it has like a little chain, like strap. Lastly, is my Amazon order. So my baby loves kitchens. I found that out because we went to a friend's house who their child had a kitchen, and he was just like, that's the only thing he wanted to play with. So the kitchen will be here later on tonight, but I got him some pretend food and stuff to go with it. So that's what this is. And if y'all have seen that TikTok where they say like I black girled a little too close to the sun and they're doing like mini twists, well, I Korean girled a little bit too close to the sun. So I decided I wanted to try out Korean skincare. And yeah, get off mommy's ankle. So yeah, guys, like all of my Korean skincare. I think my skincare routine is a lot, and it's not even a lot. Like, it's only a couple steps, but coming from somebody who never had a skincare routine, it feels like a lot. I don't know how I'm gonna stick to this, but I definitely am, especially for what I paid for how much I paid. But yeah, that's all my Korean girl skincare. Okay, so the kitchen, come on, ended up coming today. It's not gonna be a whole week before it comes, so I'm gonna let him see it. And then, so my husband's been putting it up for like the last couple hours. I'm gonna let him see it, and then we're gonna go to bed. Get down so you can go see your surprise. Get down. Go see your surprise. He's so scary. Like, he's got to be the scariest person ever. Look at your surprise. Turn around. Look. What's that? You got a kitchen? Waters.
Wow. Press the button.
You tell Daddy thank you for putting your kitchen together.
Thank you, Daddy.
You're welcome. Your water work.
Y'all, so I had such a crazy day. First of all, let me tell you how last night went, and I kind of feel like a bad mom, but oh well. I showed my sons after my husband finished putting his kitchen together. Y'all saw where I went to go let him see the kitchen, and I let him play with it for a few minutes, and I was like, okay, time to go to bed. He was like screaming hysterically, so I gave him an Oreo to kind of calm him down, and he went to sleep. And then, like, as soon as he woke up this morning, he went to go play with it. Me and my husband are about to have us a date night. I just jumped out of the shower, so I'm just gonna just do like some quick little braids, and then do my makeup and put my clothes on, and then I'll make taking my hair down the very last thing that I do before we leave. So y'all, I had a crazy day. I had a customer like try to fight me today. I have it on camera, but I'm not gonna put it up here just for like the privacy of where I work and all that stuff. And it's also too gonna be an investigation on it. But like, long story short, I work in customer service, and I'm a manager, and like I'm like the manager actually. And this lady, first of all, she had an issue that happened like back in January that she wanted me to help her with. I never really had any contact with this lady because she always comes like late at night when we're closing. So I've never seen her up until today. But like one of the times that she came to try to get her problem resolved, she ended up stealing somebody's phone at my job. So when she came today,
Mommy,
huh?
eat.
Wanna eat? Are you cooking for me?
Yeah.
Go make me some bell peppers and crabs. So she came today for me to resolve her issue, and I was just like, you know, they told me what your issue was, but they also told me too that you were stealing phones. And I already told like my upper management, and so they were like, yeah, if she comes back, no, you can't help her. Tell her like she's banned from coming back. And I even like had the camera footage ready showing where she stole the person's phone, and she just like, it's like a flip of a switch, and she just like went off, coming at me, put her fingers in my face, and I was just like walking backwards the entire time while she's coming at me. And in my head, I'm just like, please don't hit me, please don't hit me, please don't hit me, please don't hit me. Because we can't fight customers. It's frowned upon. Even if a customer is like throwing hands with you, you're not supposed to defend yourself. Crazy, I know. But somebody ended up like getting in the middle of us and like kind of, I don't want to say clotheslining her, but like, yeah, get away from her basically. But that's neither here nor there now, or at least I don't have to deal with it anymore until Monday. But I'm about to get ready for me and my husband's date. So we're going to this place called Brick Tops. I don't know if it's just local to Alabama or if they have other locations. So passing by it, it kind of gave me, because of how the sign looks, it kind of gave me like a Chili's, Applebee's type of vibe. A little bit more upscale than Chili's or Applebee's, but it still kind of put me sort of kind of in that mind frame just because of how like the sign looked. But one of my friends actually ended up having a birthday dinner there, and it was like, it's so nice on the inside, so nice, and the food was so good. So we are going there tonight, and then I had to figure out what I was gonna wear because like one, all of our stuff is pretty much packed up. So the shoes that I do have out, I was trying to come up with an outfit that still looked like date night-ish. I know I sprained my ankle, so I couldn't even wear heels if I wanted to. That would probably be a disaster. If I put on any heels, my ankle probably would have rolled, and that would have been a disaster. I'm going to finish putting these braids in my hair. I gotta call my mama because I still ain't called my mama to tell her that somebody tried to fight me today. So I'm gonna call her and tell her what happened today. Well, I braid my hair, and then I'm gonna come back and do my makeup and put my clothes on.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. So no one else can do like you do. That's why I don't mind. Spend my life with you. I won't please you in any way I can. I wanna share my world, don't you understand? Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give all day long. Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long.
Okay, so I've been talking to my mom like this entire time, but I know I'm finishing up, but I'm using the Costa Rica lip pencil. And before I put on that, what I do with my lip balm? So I use the Jack Black Shea Butter SPF lip balm. I think I'll use this on my NYX. This is Milky Gloss Milk and Honey. I'll put it in my mouth. Okay, so I'm about to clean up all this makeup, and then I'm gonna put my clothes on, and then I'm gonna get my baby together, and then I'm gonna take my hair done, and then we need to walk out, because we really need to walk out in like 15 minutes because the reservations are in like 50 minutes, but we still have to drop him off. Luckily where we're dropping him off is en route, so that'll only take a couple seconds. So okay, y'all, so it is Sunday. This actually has to be the beginning of the next week's vlog, but I didn't really end this current vlog, so I'm gonna end it here. So last night we went out to eat the brick tops. I didn't normally I like take a picture of my food. I didn't it was like really dimly lit, and I didn't want, like, I didn't know if my brightness was on, and I didn't want to like flash it and like everybody look at me. I don't know. So I didn't really worry about taking a picture of my food until I got my entree. So we had a Caesar salad, which was the best Caesar salad I've ever had. I think what I loved about it the most was that the Caesar dressing was like evenly distributed. Normally whenever I get a Caesar salad, I always ask them for like more Caesar dressing, because like some parts like don't get any dressing. And then my husband got the deviled eggs and the $1 million bacon. So this is my first time, this is my second time going to Brick Tops. The first time, one of the people that I was with, they got the deviled eggs, and I remember them tasting a little bit better than they did. They were okay, but I personally wouldn't order them as an appetizer. Like if somebody had them and say, hey Trish, you want to try one? I might get one, and then again I may say no. And then it came with candy bacon. Now I don't eat bacon, I don't eat pork, but I did want to try it. I just broke a little piece and tried it. Regret it. I definitely regret it because I don't eat pork. So my stomach didn't hurt, but it started feeling weird. And it was like super chewy because it was bacon that I guess they coated in like brown sugar and something else. It was, I got the idea, but it was just a little too much. And then I got the steak frites with the mashed potatoes, which that's what I got the last time I went as well. It was delicious. I got it with the mashed potatoes, and I got a side of garlic aioli, and I got a side of the bordelaise sauce. So I did take a picture of that because it just looked so good. I made sure that my flash was off before I took a picture of it, but it was so good. They put some green stuff across the top of it. That the first time I got it, it didn't have the green stuff across the top, so I don't know what that was about. It didn't really taste like anything, except for it gave it like a little kick, but it was like a mild kick. But it was really good. And then as we were leaving, I get a FaceTime from my baby, and he's like, mommy daddy. So we were gonna go somewhere after that, but we were tired. I had a long day at work that day, and my husband was tired as well, so we just went ahead and picked him up and went home. And then I'm normally off on Sundays, but I go in the first of every month to do our inventory counts. So I'm leaving from there. I normally would be gone by now, but we had some discrepancies with our accounts, so I had to stay and try to figure out what was going on. And as I was heading home, okay, so if you eat crumble, if you never had crumble cookie, whatever, one of the first times that I tried crumble, they had this cornbread cookie. Y'all, it was so good. It reminded me of like Jiffy cornbread. And then they like drizzled honey across it, and they had this like honey butter type whip that they had in the middle of it. Delicious. I ate the entire cookie the very first time that I got it. Since then, I've never eaten an entire crumble cookie. I can't dare too much. But that one, I was able to eat the entire cookie. So, that was last January. This week, they had it. So, it took them a year and a month to bring the cookie back. And I got it, I think, Monday night. So good. But I could not eat. First of all, when I saw the amount of calories, I was taken aback by the 800 calories. I was like, whoa. Because I did not remember how many calories was in it. And then, like, now with me eating better and watching what I'm eating and stuff, I was like, I'm not gonna sit here and eat an 800 calorie cookie. So I ate like half-ish of it, and then I took it home and I let my baby eat some of it. He didn't even eat the cookie. He just kind of like kept sticking his fingers in the cream and eating it. But I let him like eat that a couple times, and I took it from him. So today, heading home, it hit me. I was like, oh, this is the last week to get the cornbread cookie, because they made me wait a year and a month. I don't know when it's coming back out. So I was intending on buying it again and like freezing it, or buying a couple of them and freezing it. But they're closed on Sundays. Because I was trying to put my order in. It was like, pick up tomorrow. And I was like, tomorrow? Like, so I don't know when I'll ever get another cornbread cookie. The other day we left out to come to a pizza place, and their pizza was delicious. So I just picked that up, because since I did have to be at work longer than I expected, and the fact that I worked a Sunday and I typically don't ever work Sundays, I normally cook on Sundays, but I'm not cooking this Sunday. I'm really not. So I just came to pick up the pizza. They said it'd be ready between like, it's 2:53 now. They said it'd be ready between like 3:07 and 3:17. But when we came here last time, my pizza came kind of quick. So I don't know. I think I'll just sit here to like 3 and then get in their drive-through line and pick it up. But that is my day, guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of my day. Whatever I do, it'll be on next week's vlog, because Sundays are supposed to start my next week vlogs. But I want to at least come and end this past week. So we'll see you guys next week.